I'm Robin Elliott-Knowles of this exhibition of my alternative history stories and the drawings I've made from them. I'm very happy this exhibition has come up and people can see it, and I very much hope they enjoy it and enjoy my ideas behind the drawings. And it's all part of the project I've been doing of history. And in my world, women can be warriors and join in politics. And so my world doesn't judge against sex nor gender. It's not just male oriented, no. And I'm covering a lot of histories. These, I would say, are just slices from the big cake.
Robin, would you like a bit of tiffin?
A bit of what?
To show you?
Maybe we should save that for later.
Yeah, we need a little bit of a boost later on, we can have it, won't we? Alright. Were you going in with the HB on this bit?
Yes.
Yeah, good idea.
Robin, you know, he came to Project Artworks and me and him immediately hit it off. I think it's probably because I like a bit of science fiction and horror as well. And we kind of came in and out of each other's lives. We've done some little projects together. Robin asked me if I could be his mentor, and I said, yes, please. I think it's a strange term, mentoring. I soon realised in working with Robin that he was kind of mentoring me. I really love to watch Robin draw. I wanted to work with Robin because I think that he's a fascinating artist with a really unusual but very exploratory vision. He loves to explore different elements of history in a very, very unique way.
So, Robin, tell me a little bit about your Alternative Histories project. What's it about?
Well, it's basically looking at history, all sorts of historical events, mostly battles.
He has a real fascination with inclusiveness, whether that be with the neurodiverse community or for people with different cultures and ethnic backgrounds. And also in the current work that he's doing, feminism is very much involved in it as well.
Like I said, I've taken Stan Sake's designs for my female characters as anthropomorphic characters. Most of the males are going to be with bird faces.
Why is that?
Well, I've always been fascinated by Daffy Duck and Donald Duck.
His work is representational, but it also has these kind of historical and fantasy elements to it as well. So I kind of find that really interesting, that he's trying to view history through almost like with a modern view. He starts by reading and informing himself about these great historical characters, whether it be Genghis Khan or somebody else, a lot of ones that I've never heard of.
Where'd you get your research from?
Horrible histories, but also from several other sources, like several books I have, the internet.
What's the story?
Well, it's basically part of the different historical events. In this case, the Mughal Empire, one of the many battles they had that just added more to the empire.
I think his vision's really clear, and that doesn't mean that he closes down ideas. All artists have to edit. I think he explores all the time, but I think at heart is quite similar to myself. When he's got a pencil and a piece of paper, that's when he gets his ideas down. It's almost like his thought process and imagination is kind of channeled in that medium. He'll do initial sketches, small sketches. They appear quite quick sketches. I think he just tries to get the information down as best as he wants it. One amazing drawing that he did of this war elephant, you know, he got this small sketch of it, and I was very much a big fan of the war elephant because I loved the negative space around it. I loved the detail. I loved the kind of solidity of it. It really had form. It felt like it was a real presence, even in the small sketch. What's the story behind the war elephant?
Oh, war elephants have been used throughout history.
Yeah.
And you may know Hannibal marched them over the Alps.
The Alps, yeah, there's that famous painting by Turner, isn't there? It's amazing.
Uh-huh. The Indians have used them after all. The Africans haven't used them actually so much, actually.
That's interesting. Why do you think that is?
No, I just really don't know.
Yeah.
Some of them I drew from drawings I'd already done, and I did it in a slightly different way.
Oh, okay. So
Those two are examples. I tried to, because I was copying this from a photograph of, I think in Yorkshire, in the museum, of a war elephant they have there in Leeds, with two of the armours of the Morgul warriors on top of it.
Wow.
The big challenge was when we started working together, he wanted to scale these drawings up. So he was going from a sort of A4 sketch up to a very, very detailed, in some cases A1, I think was the biggest that he did. When you do that, you also have to learn to adapt. And this is what I mean about Robin's thinking and creativity not being rigid. He explored that idea of scaling the work up, and he adopted the idea that work would change. It wasn't going to be exactly like the original drawing.
But the problem is, I've always been used with the ones, and because it's further away, it's making it harder for.
I think. Do you mind if I tell you what I think?
Of course not.
Because when he started to transfer it over to the A1, things started to go a little bit differently. The proportions changed and things moved. And there was one, I think it was a leg of somebody on the back of the elephant, and he really was struggling with it. And I think that was possibly the only time in the process where he asked my advice.
The way that he is there, would you say this looks accurate enough of him sitting on the elephant, or should something be added a bit more? Or...
Yeah, he got through that, and I think it was the strongest drawing in the exhibition, I feel personally.
So you're pointing at the one with the elephant in it just now, and you were going to possibly describe that as possibly one of your favourites. So you've worked into that. So you possibly did a drawing before, and then you've reworked it.
Yeah, and I would say it's better because it shows more of it.
Do you know how many pictures are in this room just now? How many pictures are in the exhibition?
Let's see. I would say 20.
And as an autistic artist, because you are an autistic artist, what is it that you think you relate to in all of this?
Well, my perspective of how I like to make my stories and how some people might perceive them.
And do you think that helps you as an autistic person relate to them, or
Yes.
Okay.
Because of my fascination with cartoon characters in my childhood.
Okay. Because cartoons have been a big influence in your life, haven't they, really?
You're damn right they have.
If you had one thing you want people to take away from your work, what would it be?
Love of it, fascination of it, learning the truth of it.
And that's all I've got to say, really. I'm just very happy that it's come about. And believe me, I will be doing more drawings in the future, and I mean more.
I'm like Leonardo da Vinci. You see, he never really finished too much of anything because he was so excited with all his work that if he wanted to do something else, he would just go on to finish it.
Yeah, no, hey, there's nothing
The
wrong with
Mona Lisa took
Leonardo da Vinci. It's
such
great.
a long time to finish.